All right, good, good, good. They're coming up.
Okay.
Coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got the notification too.
All
Yeah.
right, good, good, good. All right. Bill Kings Fans Football League, Season 2, Week 7. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I got my man Fireman Rich joining me. I am Tony D, the random multi-broadcaster. This is going to be impromptu. This is going to be quick. Yes, it is early. Situations I got on my end. I'm switching things up. I did not want to miss this week, so this will be rapid. This will be straight to the point. I did send invites out to a couple of the league members if they are able to join. I know it is early on a Sunday morning, so I take nothing away from anybody. Please do not do that with me. Rich, how are you doing?
I am doing great, Tony. No problem here for you, my man, my brother, veteran, and I hope you're having a good Sunday. I know you're busy,
Yes, I
so
am.
appreciate you giving me the heads up
Yes,
and stuff. No
I
problem.
am. I ain't gonna lie. This is
Well, is this a good busy or it's a good busy
it's
because
a
you're
good
moving?
busy. Absolutely,
Yeah,
it's a good
you're
busy.
moving towards that end there and stuff like that. So that's good. So that's good. You got things to do, and
Change and adjustment, not a transition.
there's a smile. That's what I'm looking for. No, we're
Change
all
and
good here. We
adjustment.
have a good weekend. I hope your weekend. I get you've expressed what you're going through and stuff like that, but we're doing good.
I am at a disadvantage with a lot of people because I missed last week. If you can do a rundown of what I missed last week as far as the picks, any games, any highlights that you have, go for yours.
Well, there was. I don't have my notes off real quick, but I do have our pick, our overall. If I can present that. Let's see.
Gotcha.
And okay, here's how we sit last week. Of course, Brian still needs to give me week two.
I don't
As
like
far
my
as
standings right there. I really do not like my standings. I'm
yeah,
throwing that.
you dropped a little bit. Ted, he
You
he
don't have
kicked
to add
ass.
that in there. Ain't nobody asked you to talk about all that. All you had to do was show it.
Yeah, but Ted kicked ass and stuff, and there was a little just. I'm still surprised I stayed as good as I did,
Mhm.
because that first half, the afternoon games, I just washed and pretty much. I we all stayed pretty much the same there, as far as that goes in the second half, and then let's see, it's blinking a little bit and stuff. And we
Take your
have
time. You all right.
Thammer's coming in. He's in the
Big ups to
chat,
family. Big ups to family. What's going on, man? How you
and
doing? Appreciate you coming through.
our overall, for some reason, I'm still up there. And again, you fell a few, but we're all within a couple. We're within striking distance of each other and stuff. But this is overall up to week 6. Again, Brian with no week 6 picks. I did get his week 7s. I got week 7 all locked in. We're going to have Michael on the weekly board. I don't have him on the overall board because he's only had a couple weeks and stuff like that.
Right,
And
right, right.
Brian, he'll catch up. Well, probably after today, he'll probably fudge it a little bit to move him up the ladder a little bit. But that's how we sit as far as our overall, or from last week to this week. As far as last week's games, and there's Stammer. What's up, Tone? He's
What's up,
saying.
man? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through.
Um,
Throw this out there while Rich is doing his rundown. So forgive me.
so as far as the games last week, what stood out? Miami winning.
Right.
And what was the big game we were talking? The games are sort of flat as far as that goes. Let me see if I can bring up last week's sheet here. What was week 6? Let's see. Kansas City, of course, beat Denver. You had Baltimore winning over Tennessee. That was a big one right there. Washington beat Atlanta. Ted cleaned up on that one.
Mhm.
Minnesota beating Chicago. Cincinnati. I think I was watching the two games: Cincinnati, Chicago, Seattle, and the Cleveland Brown game. They both were on CBS and Fox here. So big wins for the teams in Ohio. They both won.
Right.
Uh, as far as Cleveland beating, I think that was a significant game. Cleveland beating San Francisco
I
last week.
think that was too. I have to agree with that 100%.
Yeah. And then Miami beating Carolina. They're on a roll. Four wins in a row for them as far as that goes. Or no, that was the Jaguars. Um, Jacksonville, again, beating Indianapolis last week. That's big for Trevor Lawrence.
Yes, it is.
New Orleans, they lost Thursday. They lost last week. I don't know what's going on. They're all over the freaking board.
New Orleans seems to be going through it without their coach. They
Yeah,
also give the ball to Alvin Kamara. That's
right,
what you got to do. They
right.
got to work it out with everybody else. I think they still got Marquise Thomas. I may be wrong. Somebody
Yeah.
by that, but they haven't lost too much. I don't know why they are losing, but
Yeah.
that's too much. In my opinion.
Let's see. We had Las Vegas beat New England, nothing there. Rams, they big win over the Arizona because Arizona can be dangerous. I think this was the biggest game. The Jets beating Philadelphia. I forgot about that. That was the most significant game last week.
Have faith in the Jets. You say
Yeah. Well, I said that more last year than this year. I voted. I gone against the Jets. I don't think I'm going. I'm not sure. They were on a bye week this week.
We did not expect them to win that game.
No. It's just Philly. When you cough up the ball 4 times, well, the other team.
That's their defense.
The defense. Their defense is keeping the Jets in the thing. Of course, Detroit winning against Tampa Bay. That could have gone the other way from what I heard. Buffalo, no beating the Giants. That's a no-brainer. And then Dallas went against the Chargers last Monday night. So that's the game recap there of last week's games. And that's where we'll sit overall on the charts there for last week.
Gotcha. Anything sticking out in your eyes for this week?
This week, ooh, yeah. What was the one game this week? Let's see. Let me bring this up here real quick here. I thought I had last week. This week's there is something we're gonna watch. Which game was it? Was it the late game? Miami Philly. That's
a big one today.
Yeah, that's a 4:00 game, and that's one where Ted made a change on his the thing there. He did have Philly from that original listing he gave me, but he got it in before the game, so we can make the change. I asked him as far as the one game he was missing because he only gave me 12 picks, and there's 13 games this week. And but he made that change, and that changes. I got a little asterisk next to it because I think Philly's gonna win that game. You, me, Michael, and CBS are picking that game as far as winning. I think that's the most significant game.
Gotcha. All right, we'll go ahead. I haven't really been caught up. I'm not gonna lie.
No, just play it by ear, Tony. That's cool. We're cool.
Going on for me.
As far as just go through it, bring up the page, and go. We'll just run it accordingly because I don't even have up the other things I'm looking at. I'm just going to NFL fantasy like you do as far as and we'll just run down the line.
So we're going to get it started. Big ups to everybody in the league. I know Ted's probably busy. Brian's probably asleep.
Right.
George was probably getting ready for work. Glick did an 8-hour broadcast last night.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. He had Helen on there last night and Brian. 8 hours. Oh my God. How does he cut? I guess he cuts those up, does he?
I got the word. I got a notification to come on. I saw Helen was up there. I was like, "What in God's name is going on up here?" And Brian came on afterwards. I kicked it for about an hour and a half till I got tired.
You were on it last night. Okay, I got to find that part because I was so long. It's like I'm not going through this. It was good for him. It was good for him. That's an ultra marathon. That's not a marathon. That's an ultra marathon broadcast.
I mean, next thing you know, he's gonna be hosting the Jerry Lewis telethon the way he's going. I'm gonna tell him I said so. Anyway,
no disagreement there, my friend.
We're gonna go ahead and get this started, ladies and gentlemen. All these fantasy football information will be coming off of NFL.com's fantasy page. I tend to run down the positions, show the recommendation that they have, their analysis, and we make our predictions and our expectations as well as our picks within ourselves. So we are going to start this week with running backs.
Running backs, go for it.
Week 7, 2023 season, of course, NFL.com. We're going to get past the ad real fast. And we're going to, this is quarterbacks. Somebody make up my mind. Didn't that say running backs? All right, bump it. We'll go with quarterbacks.
You're going with quarterbacks? Okay, go ahead. I'll catch up. Here.
They are recommending Sam Howell of the Commanders over the Giants, to which I almost cannot debate, except I don't have much faith in either team.
Well, I think you got Washington. Everybody's got Washington in that game.
Yeah, because the Giants suck.
Yeah, but you never know. Where's quarterbacks? Okay, we got quarterbacks. You're at. Okay. And that's and that's down in Jersey, I think. Is that a home game for the
home game for the Giants? Yes.
Okay. So
against the Giants, how you going to take that? Now, here's what I will say: Tyrod Taylor did start last week, did he not? Well, he played last week.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor has not been in the league for a minute.
Jones is supposed to. I think he's slated to play today.
If Tyrod Taylor's playing today, Tyrod Taylor has an opportunity to come back and gain relevance the same way Geno Smith did for the
Right.
Giants. If it's going to work is the question. Right now, he's got an opportunity. I suggest he take it. Looks like he's out there. I saw him last week. He didn't look bad at first.
Right.
I caught a little bit of it, or at least heard about it. Tried to watch the highlights. I'm glad he's still in the NFL because he is a dual.
Oh, okay. I see what you did, Tony. You skipped a whole bunch of quarterbacks.
Did I?
Oh yeah, because I was saying
No,
the
I
first.
didn't. It's the beginning.
How come I on the Sidham? I've got
I'm not on the sit-em. I'm still on the startums. I'm still on the startums.
oh
I'm a
stardoms.
very-
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, whoa. This goes.
Let me keep you on pace because I gotta watch you because you be dripping.
This is
You be
Are you
This is
doing?
stardoms.
Oh, you're doing Sidhams.
This is stardoms. This is not sit-ems.
Okay, I got stardoms.
These are
and I have-
sleepers. Week 7 sleepers. Changing the guard. So pretty much this is just our first highlight.
Oh, because you know what? Hang on. Let me.
Let me show you where I'm at. Hang on.
No.
This is where I went. Fantasy sleepers. They did
Oh,
say
you're off of the main page. See, I went off to the side where it says, "Oh, that's Sidham quarterbacks week." Oh, okay,
so that's
gotcha.
my bad. That's my
Okay,
bad.
no,
We're gonna
okay, I
do
got.
this.
I'm back on track now. Okay,
You're good.
quarterbacks.
They're going
Sam
with sleepers, so I led you wrong. That's on me. That's on me.
No
They're
problem.
recommending Sam Howell over the Giants, to which I will kind of debate, but the Commanders should do better than the Giants.
Right.
I really can't debate that, honestly. So as a sleeper, they want you to take Sam Howell. And that's if you're out of quarterbacks and with a lot of injuries and a lot of people already drafting who was relevant. I can't really
Right.
really can't. Any question from you?
No. It just I'm just looking at his fantasy points here just to bring up that real quick, and he's expected against the Giants 16 points projected.
I would take it this week. If you don't have the others, I would take it. So I'll take that as a recommendation.
Yeah. I get it's just the Washington's they're holding their own as far as that
They'll
goes.
do
So.
that. You don't know what to expect from them. I kind of agree.
But then again, look at the next pick.
Exactly. I can't
Yes.
even.
So it's
You go
yin
for
and
it.
yang as far as that goes. Let's see. We'll check his fantasy points as far as projected. The other guy had 16, and I would did if being a Giant fan, I'd probably be starting.
Daniel Jones had one good game.
I'd be starting Jones myself as far as that goes.
He had one good game this season. I don't even know if I would.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other things going on with that team too.
They say he got a neck injury.
Yeah.
Pick him if you want to. I wouldn't do it.
He has 0 projection points. They don't know what he's going to do.
Exactly.
So, and he's averaging he's between 7 and 12. So,
like I said, week 2.
I don't know. If I have somebody better, I'd probably start the Washington quarterback on the fantasy football with the points wise than Daniel.
I have to agree. I got nothing on those two.
Yeah, I think he would have to go down. I don't know what they're looking at. Probably because he's rested or something like that. I don't see why they would bring him up.
As another sleeper, they got Jordan Love over the Broncos. I got no debate against this one.
Yeah, Jordan Love. Broncos. They're another team in a little bit of dire straits there, and even though I think I picked the Broncos as far as I like Russell Wilson. I've said that many times before, and but Jordan Love, he's a good quarterback. He's I think he's not this year, next year. Then he's got a great future ahead of him.
Absolutely.
And his projected points, he's got 17 projected points. So
absolutely.
So he's up there.
Sleeper running backs, Jaleel McLaughlin off the Broncos. I don't know about this.
Let's see. Really? Huh. What's the Packers got a defense. It's good. It's solid. I don't think, but
looks like they're saying he'll get his numbers, win or lose for the team. It's like he'll get his numbers. Okay, and we'll take that. I've had players who are on losing teams that gave me great numbers.
Right.
I have had that.
Right. Let's see. I don't see.
Sean Johnson of the Bears, they recommended him over the Raiders as a sleeper.
Oh, sleeper. Okay, I see what he's saying now.
Yeah,
Sleeper.
these are sleeper picks.
Right.
Kind of a bit of a new segment, I will admit, and that's on me because I went at it wrong. So
Right. No. This is interesting. A sleeper. Roscoe.
any running back for the Bears, I can see them getting their numbers, and you got
Yep.
to put the game aside for fantasy a little bit because
Oh yeah. You look at the
their
points and stuff. Let's
whether the
see.
team wins or loses.
Right.
I'll tell everybody make your own choice. This is their recommendation against the Raiders. I don't know personally because I don't see the Bears much on offense, even though they've been showing. I really don't see them on a consistent level.
And his projection is they don't have a projection. Player does not have any week 7 projection available. So and he's been averaging. He's only averaging about 4 points. So it depends on how many touches he gets, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And against the Raiders, I don't know. I don't. Recommended wide receivers as a sleeper. Michael Wilson of the Cardinals against the Seahawks. Really?
Yeah, against the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Yeah.
Well, as the Seahawks, they have a good defensive backs there. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just know they play good at home. And
I'm reading the narrative that they're saying. They'll leave it on the screen for everybody to read it themselves over what we're saying. I don't know about the Cardinals against the Seahawks personally. If he gets his numbers, he gets his numbers. But as a team, I don't know about that. I have to admit that. I don't know. I don't.
And they're projecting him. He's projected for 4.6 points. So he's had his high. What's his high points? He's had as high as 9 points. So that's his range.
Gotcha.
Football points.
Deep sleeper, Justin Watson of the Chiefs wide receiver against the Chargers. Now, this I don't know because I'm not sleeping on the Chargers at all, period, in the story. I am not.
Right.
But this should be an explosive game, in my opinion. This is going to be high energy, a lot of throwing, a lot of.
Well, just before coming on, Tony, I did have it on NFL Channel, and they were talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs defense is what won them the game last week. And when they brought that up, it's like, you know what? That's what's keeping. It's not, they're talking about Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs defense, a lot of young guys, and they're talking about how they're gelling together. So that could be a major factor for anybody playing the Chiefs now, as far as.
Well, the defense has to step up. The offense is already known and documented. Yeah. The defense is good. But Debbie, how you doing, lady? Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, so we'll have to see as far as.
That's going to be a wide open choice right there because Kansas City against the Chargers, that should be a great game. I like
and that's a divisional game, I believe.
That's going to be a good game, yes. Sleeper tight ends, Luke Musgrave. I don't have a debate against this one.
Right.
He's decent tight end. He's also on a good offense. Quarterback's doing good. I could see him getting numbers. The Broncos don't have the best record, period. I have no debate. I have zero debate.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's as far as the tight end, and tight ends are they are definitely instrumental in any game as far as that goes.
Foster Moreau, New Orleans Saints tight end against the Jaguars. He dropped that pass last week and it killed him. I saw it. Foster Moreau has been around for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear. If you do not know football, give me a second. This man has been there. This man plays fine. I know him dropping that ball hurts. I do understand he got over a medical issue or a personal issue recently. He was trying to rejuvenate and revive himself, and it hurt him. I have no problem picking him up as a tight end. He's not one of the top tight ends in the NFL, but he is one of the more enduring tight ends in the NFL. I have no debate against them on this team, but in this game with the Jaguars doing what they're doing, this may be a bit of an issue, honestly, because the Jaguars are looking good right now. You see their record. I heard they're playing great. I haven't caught all their games.
Right.
Like, so the past couple of weeks been a lot for me, so I haven't caught all of his games, but I have no problem with this. I'm not going to say I don't have no debate, but I will say I don't have a problem with this pick right here. And these are sleeper picks. These are people that you could pick up if you can't get
exactly. And that's what I'm seeing in the fantasy points. A lot of them, they don't have a projection, so they've got to be looking at some other analytics that is bringing them to that conclusion of starting them as far as that goes.
Of course, without question. Next up, we have Cade Otton, Tampa Bay Bucks tight end against the Falcons. Falcons are 3-3. You might want to be wary of this one. If the Falcons are 3-3, they're doing pretty good right now, and I will say that's pretty good for them because everybody's been on their case since the Super Bowl. Everybody has been on their case since the Super Bowl. The Bucks looking good with Baker Mayfield. Team, I haven't heard anything negative about them. They just don't have the hype they had when Brady was there.
Right.
Right now with this, I don't see much of a problem. I don't think he'll put up a lot of points. I think you want to have him if he gets in the end zone. That's just what it's looking like to me.
Yeah.
Defense wise, the Commanders' defense against the Giants, I got no debate.
Oh yeah. That could be. I would agree with that one.
I got no debate. And then they're going to say the Giants' defense against the Commanders. I don't think either defense is going to get a lot of points. If anything, it'll be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a whole bunch of
I don't think the Giants' defense against the Commanders. No, they say start them, and I would be more in agreement with the Washington defense starting over a Giants defense and stuff. Giants defenses, they're just playing subpar overall. But
look at who they're up against. They can stop the Commanders. I think those two. This will be a low-scoring game.
I think between the two, and this is coming from a Giant fan, I'd have to say that the Washington Redskins nudge out the Giants overall on all categories.
Washington Commanders.
What did I say?
Redskins.
Oh, I'm sorry, Washington Commanders.
Old heads.
Still lingers on years afterwards. That's why I say Washington. Sorry about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are your sleeper picks for Week 7, 2023 season, and of course, NFL.com. Now let's go back to the positions like I tried to do in the first damn thing. Running backs like I started off in the first damn piece.
Let's see what we got.
My errors. Let me let this clip go away. They are recommending Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon against the Broncos. I got no debate.
No, that's a no-brainer.
That's a given. Start them. That's a given. Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss against the Browns. Ladies and gentlemen, I have breaking news for you in case you did not see it. Jonathan Taylor may be out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He has an injury, doesn't he?
He has an injury. So Zach Moss, and I will say I have Zach Moss on the bench, and he put up numbers last week. Killed me.
Yeah. But this is against Cleveland. Cleveland had a big win last week. So, and this
Cleveland
is in Cleveland.
They snuck in and got great points. They snuck in and got a good victory.
Yeah.
So this may be an interesting game, honestly.
Yes, I was just going to say that. I agree with that. That word interesting. It would definitely be an interesting game.
Everybody check your alerts, stats. If you have Jonathan Taylor, I think he's out. Let me go. Hang on, because something came up this morning. Let me look.
Yeah, because it's not current. Let me see if I can pull up something on my end here.
I did see something when he's out. I got to find my news alerts. I hope I didn't hit it already, so I got rid of it. But something came up where he's not playing. He's going to be out for a while. I'm going to have to find it later. If you're out there, do me a favor, check your info when you're in, see if he's there. Any Colts fans out there? Check that. Bat phone. That's the bat phone. Brian Robinson as a running back for the Washington Commanders against the Giants. I want to say yeah, but he's the running back one for the Commanders, so it only makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
It only makes sense. Good morning, ma'am. How you doing?
It's family member there on the phone.
Gotcha.
It's a Sunday thing that we do here in the household. Who are you with now? Washington. Brian Rob over Giants. Yes, definitely. Anything against the Giants, and if it's vice versa, I don't have any faith. If the Giants win, that's good, but they're 1-5. It's I'm not going to be rooting for the Giants, even being a Giant fan, unless they get a couple wins in them, because they haven't shown anything.
Exactly.
So and stuff. I'm not. This next one, I don't know.
Against the Patriots against the Bills, he may get his numbers. I just don't know if he'll
get the touches.
No, he should get his numbers. I just don't know if the team's going to win. I think he'll get his numbers. Yeah,
because I think Buffalo they know they have an issue, because if you I watched a few of the interviews, even watch some of the commentary after last week's game and stuff like that. They know they got to fix something. They know they have something they have to fix, and they will be interested to see how the Bills play against the Patriots. I think Bills will win this overall because the Patriots they're just dismal. I mean, that's the only thing that they're saying the Saints aren't that great and stuff like that. Just go to and I think you brought up a question. Was it on late night parenting or something like that? That the question came up: should the coach for New England there?
Ted brought that up. Yeah.
Should he still be coaching? And I think I remember making it's not just about the coach; it's the rest of the team. Is just that's the only team that's in more disarray than the Giants right now, in my opinion. The two teams on both sides of the.
I can't really debate that. I can't
Yeah,
debate that at all.
yeah,
If you have a deeper option, they got Rashawn Johnson. We did cover him earlier.
yeah.
They have Dante Foreman. I have no problem with Dante Foreman. I like
Yeah.
Dante Foreman as a running back. Jaleel McLaughlin and Javante Williams, they were on previously. I think we did talk
Right.
about those two players before. Elijah Mitchell, running back for the 49ers. I forgot about him.
Right.
He's a good running back. He just doesn't get the ball enough. That's all it is.
And that's a whole key for the points. They got to get the touches. They got to get the touches.
CMC in the backfield. That's why he's not getting the ball. Elijah Mitchell. Oh my God! If he gets the field, y'all better be ready.
Right.
That is the truth. You want him on your bench. I will tell you
Yeah.
that. I hate to say it because he deserves numbers, but you want him on your bench. Sit him. Recommended running backs that should be sat this week. Rashad White of the Bucks against the Falcons. Probably because he won't get the ball enough.
I don't know. He's projected a little bit more than his average there at about 10 points fantasy wise and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, and they also recommend because there's a lot of bye weeks. So if you want to pick somebody up, that's where these sleepers come in with the bye week. And
okay, gotcha. Yeah,
you want to look at that's why you got to look deep in the rosters. When you
gotcha.
draft during the original season, if you can't get the big boys, you want these other players that get numbers that the others aren't playing.
They get the number. Yeah.
Yes.
Even though they don't win the game, they get the numbers as far as your fantasy football team. I get you. Yeah,
yes,
that's
all of that. Alexander Madison of the Vikings against the 49ers. I think he had a good week last week.
Yeah, he's projected for 10 points also, which is a little bit above. I don't know if I'd sit him. He's making those points. If you need the
I wouldn't
points,
sit him at all. And this is going to be a monster game. The Vikings against the 49ers should be a monster game. This should
that's my upset. I picked the Minnesota. I think everybody else in the gang there picked San Francisco.
Yeah, this should be a good game. If you lose your wager or your prediction on this game, it'll be worth it because this one's going to be a decent one.
Right.
Gus Edwards and Justice Hill of the Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions. Sit them. These are sit-ems. Okay. I would not sit Alexander Madison, but I get where they're coming from because of the 49ers defense. I got that. The Bucks running back against the Falcons, I don't know because the Falcons have gaps in their defense. I'll tell anybody. I've seen that.
Yeah.
He's doing good this season. Gus Edwards and Justin Hill of the Ravens to be sat against the Detroit Lions, I don't think so. This one's going to be a fight.
This is going to be a good game too. This will be Baltimore and Detroit because Detroit, they're on a tear right now.
And I will say that the Ravens are not slacking up for anybody, and Detroit isn't either. This is going to be
they had a big win against the Titans last week.
Yeah,
so
this
is in Detroit though. Detroit's always tough in their hometown, so the whole field.
And I got to throw this out there. I think I will have to watch this game too. I might, man, please. This is going to be a fight.
I'm not sure what we're watching this week.
These two running backs, Amari DeMarcado and Keontae Ingram of the Cardinals, to be set against the Seahawks, probably because they're not getting the ball enough. Even the Cardinals used 3 different running backs last week, led the team in routes.
Would you say the Cardinals are more of a passing team than a running team?
No, they do both.
We think they do evenly both? Okay.
They do both, but they just don't. They haven't produced enough for a lot of people. They play good football. I watched the game that I went to on New Year's. It was the Cardinals versus the Falcons, and I was watching the game. The Cardinals play good football. They're just not winning.
Yeah. And you got a question in the chat there coming in from the YouTube.
I'm sorry because I'm looking at something else. Malachi 1476. Let's see what we got here. Star Royce Freeman or Darrell Henderson Jr. Let me look these players up so I don't give you anything.
I don't know the players, so I figure you'd be more able to as far as for the folks that are watching. I don't really know the players per se. I more like look at the teams overall, stuff like that. I don't go that. I don't dig that deep in the rabbit hole as far as
So both of these players are on the same team, Malachi. From what I'm seeing, tell me if I'm wrong. Both of them are on the Rams. Both of them are running backs for the Rams. Rams expected to lean on Royce Freeman, Darrell Henderson versus the Steelers. As of 45 minutes ago on CBS Sports, let me give you this. Backfield's muddled in the aftermath of Kyrie and Williams landing on injury reserve, set to miss the next 4 weeks. It appears the Rams will take more of a committee approach going forward. Royce Freeman and Darrell Henderson expected to share the lead responsibilities in Week 7 versus Pittsburgh. Freeman is expected to be the starter, but how each back performs against Pittsburgh will be a determination of how the Rams proceed with their backfield snap. Okay, so this is a good question based on that story right there. Let me give you this. You got a big bye week, your whole bench is out. Man, welcome to the club. If Royce Freeman is supposed to start over Darrell Henderson, let me go ahead and tell you I would take Freeman first. He's going to be designed to start in the first place. Freeman's going to be your front man. Darrell Henderson's going to be backup. If you got 2 gaps, Freeman is the running back, Henderson is the flex. That's what I would do, just based off of what I read right there. Check the report on the Rams. They're going up against Pittsburgh. I want to say Pittsburgh can stop a run. The secondary used to be the issue. I don't know if it still is. I haven't caught any of their games. Where I'm at, I don't see their games all the time. So if you're able to get your run with
as
that.
far as the projected fantasy points on either one for Royce Freeman, it's only 6.1, and the other one, Darrell Henderson, is 5.6. So
right.
the point wise, it's going to be equal projection wise. So, and it all comes back to like what you're saying, how many touches are they going to get? And I think that's the case with this.
And we also have to look at the fact that Cooper Kupp is back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Cooper Kupp is back.
Point. So
I would put Freeman as my running back, Henderson in my flex if I was able to. I think both of them will be sharing responsibility.
Right.
If you have higher players, run them and do Freeman first. I would put Henderson. So your question originally is start Freeman for me. Originally. You won't be able to switch during the game. I kind of want to put Henderson on the bench if I was you. They're going to play both.
Right. So
and they're going to
that's correct.
But Cooper Kupp is back, so that may throw things off. I hope I helped you, and I appreciate you coming through. I don't even remember you being around, but how the hell are you?
Good question, though. Good question.
Great question. Back to the Democrato and Ingram. Yeah, I'd have to sit them against the Seahawks. I had to sit them. It's not even a question. Period. End of story. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your running back recommendations. Week 7, 2023 season, of course, NFL.com. Let us go to, you know what? Let's do the flexes. Bump it. Top 150 flex positions, just to show everybody what we have. I apologize if this is going too fast, but I got to hurry up. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing good. It's your broadcast, Tony.
Yeah, I'm running it.
You're giving the overall view. People can go ahead and
absolutely. And catching the questions in the process. Tyreek Hill is a given. Cooper Kupp, you want him. He's been on injury. He's back. You want him. Travis Kelce, no question. Christian McCaffrey, no question. Alvin Kamara, I wish you would not put him on your roster because I would pick him up if I was in your league and laugh at you every week. Austin Eckler, got to have him. A.J. Brown, got to have him. Stephon Diggs, got to have him. Keenan Allen, got to have him. Devontae Adams, absolutely. Raheem Mostert, Brian was just talking about him.
Yep.
You want him. Travis Etienne Jr. right now with the Jaguars doing good, absolutely. Bijan Robinson, rookie, running back, Atlanta Falcons, you got to get him. Aaron Jones, even though he's questionable, get him on your roster. Josh Jacobs, no question. Puka Nacua, no question. Amon St. Brown, no question. Run through the list, ladies and gentlemen. Run through the list, ladies and gentlemen. Run through this list. They telling you who to get. I don't know what y'all doing out there. I know what I'm doing, and I can tell you about it. I don't know what y'all doing. That's just a quick rundown of the flexes. We just did the running backs. Start them and sit them. Don't sleep on these two rookie wide receivers. And we have wide receiver picks for week 7. Let's
wide
do
receivers.
this.
Okay.
Start on Amari Cooper. Cleveland Browns against the Indianapolis Colts. Amari Cooper was an outstanding wide receiver when he was in Alabama. He went to the Raiders, didn't do too good. Went to the Cowboys, he did all right. Now he's with the Browns. I need to see him get the ball more. I will not sleep on him. As a wide receiver, you want him on your roster. Targeted 8 times against the 49ers last week. Catch 4 passes for 108 yards. There you go. He's now.
That's what you need. Yeah, that's points.
Games, which means he's double digits on the weekly for the most part, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Must start option. There you go. There's your narrative. If you didn't hear me, read the narrative. It's on the screen. If you're on the audio and you can't catch it because you're doing something, when you run it back, you will see this part. You want Amari Cooper. period. Rich, I don't want to cut you off, but no, you want Amari Cooper.
Okay, I'll take him. Yeah, you've been taught. Yeah, and he's and this is he's been out for what a couple weeks now, right?
I think he was down. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, because they were talking about him. When they talk about him after he's been out for an injury, he's coming back. He is. He's hungry to play. He's hungry to play.
Yeah, he's got some time. Terry McLaurin, the Commanders against the Giants. Normally, I would tell you I don't know about this. You want to pick him up off the bench. Terry McLaurin is a great player. He gets numbers when he gets the ball. He's going up against the Giants, who look like
again, it's a no-brainer. It's against the Giants, so start him.
Yes. No brainer. I agree. Marquise Brown, the Cardinals against the Seahawks. Marquise Brown is one of your decent wide receivers in the NFL. I'm not going to say top. I will say decent. No disrespect to him based on his competition. I have to say it like that. I just don't know about the Seahawks. I don't know about the Cardinals against the Seahawks.
Right.
No. But he has top 16 fantasy points in 4 straight with a touchdown in 3 of them this week. It's the Seahawks who have allowed the second most fantasy points per game to receivers.
And that's
why they're recommending Cardinals wide receivers against the Seahawks. Agreed.
Yeah.
So they're giving up the 8th most yards and 3rd most touchdowns to that position. He's the strong start this week. Good. Take him. Take him. Rashee Rice. Never heard of him. Against the Chargers. Once again, Chiefs Chargers. I would be wary of this game. Because as much as they can get yards, guess what else I'm going to see happen? A lot of interceptions.
Well,
I see some interceptions in this game, big time on both sides.
0.9 fantasy points were season low, but hopefully he can rebound. Against let's see what. Oh, this is 101. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
So his projection is 6.1. So it's whether Mahomes sees him or not and stuff like that, because he has his favorites.
On this game, I see some interceptions. At least 2.
Well, yeah, the defense on both. Again, I was saying that NFL, they were talking up Kansas City's defense. That that's the thing that's been keeping them in the game. And we talked about the Jets win last week. It was their defense taking advantage. If there's a lot of if the other team's going to cough it up, they're going to take them in, intercepted or even run it in for a pick 6 and stuff like that. Which I don't really care for it, but it's exciting to see when you're watching football. It's like whether you're for it or against it, it's part of the game that's interesting to see.
I'm just saying, I see interceptions. If you need a deeper option, Wanderlei Robinson and Jalen Hyatt of the Giants against the Commanders. Okay, this is desperation.
I agree with that, and it's also the fact that I think they think Danny Jones is going to be doing something, which I don't know. I can't really project. It just like I said, the games of the Giants so far has been dismal. So start them over. If I would say with these two, anything with the Giants, you got somebody better. Boom.
Thank you, Debbie. I didn't know I had ads either. I'm glad you told me. I didn't know I had ads. Appreciate it.
Well, you're affiliated, so you would have ads.
Yeah. She said I got ads.
Yeah.
It's all good, lady.
They're going to pre-roll. I got it on mine, and I'm getting used to it. They're going to pre-roll. You can go in the background if you have another device, and you can tell when they're going to come up. They're going to pre-roll again in about 5 minutes on mine because I'm.
So I got a commercial going right now.
Huh?
I got a commercial going right now.
The audience may have it, but I'm just looking at my backstage. It gives me a count off when the next.
And if anybody misses it because of the ads on Twitch, this is also on YouTube if you want to catch the replay, and Twitter. Thank you all. And Debbie, I appreciate you letting me know. I will tell anybody, and Rich, I got to let you know, we did hit the 37-minute mark, 38-minute mark. That's when your ad will kick in. That's what I know.
Oh, that's okay. It's every 30 minutes. I'm just starting to get, because I don't want to mess with them and stuff. They can be a pain in the ass, but as a broadcaster, I usually pause. Because I do see them. I have multiple devices, and one of the devices they show them, and I said, "Why am I seeing my own ads?"
Because you're watching as a viewer. Sit them, wide receivers.
Yeah. Okay, sit them. Let's go.
Jerry Jeudy against the Broncos. The Broncos against the Packers. I got no debate against this one.
Yeah, it's the Broncos. So yeah, I agree.
I got no debate.
I'm not sure about this next one.
Jameson Williams of the Lions against the Raiders.
It's just the Lions are the team is gelling. It's not
the Ravens have allowed a league low 5.8 yards per catch to receivers. That's why Ravens defense. That's all it is to it.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't think. I think the defense on the Detroit side is going to be in. Well, you know
He just had
what?
a touchdown last weekend too. He just had a touchdown last week, I believe.
Yeah, the projection is he's projected for only 3 points this week. So yeah,
Yeah.
sit him.
So the
Yeah,
numbers aren't that good.
numbers aren't good.
Josh Downs of the Colts against the Browns. Sit him. Yeah, I have to go ahead and say it.
Okay,
I have
okay,
to go ahead. Based on the Browns defense last week and what they did to overcome that victory against the 49ers, I believe it was.
right.
Yeah, I can understand that. Michael Thomas of the Saints. This is the other receiver that's been on the Saints for a minute who should be getting numbers. If they recommended sitting him, it's because of the quarterback issue, and I will say that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a quarterback issue.
yeah,
And
yeah.
against Jaguars are doing good. Every season, at the beginning of the season, scored between 9.3 and 12.5. He has yet to reach 30 yards in the game. Last week, he was third highest scoring wide on his own team, exactly. So you want him, but this probably won't be a good week for him. That's looking like that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Period. I would have him on my roster. I would. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your wide receiver recommendations for Week 7, 2023 season, of course, NFL.com.
Okay, we got another question, Tony, from Nathan.
What we got? Nathan H. Let's see what you got here. Nathan, which two wide receivers should I start staying in the league? Z Flowers, Rice, J Myers, Deontay Johnson, C Watson. Okay, I can answer this quickly. Z Flowers and C Watson. Off the rip. I would have Deontay Johnson as the backup. I don't see Rice off the rip, and I don't see Myers, but at the very beginning, Z Flowers and Christian Watson. Absolutely. I appreciate the question. Thank you for coming through. I don't recognize you. How the hell are you?
Got some good questions there. There's two good questions here. Yeah, I like that.
Quarterbacks, Week 7. Start them and sit 'em. Let's see what we got here. Brock Purdy against the Vikings, no question.
So, oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
No question at all.
And there's your guy. There's your guy.
Smith, the Phoenix. I call him the Phoenix. Against the Cardinals, you got to start him.
Yeah,
now
he's a start.
Let's do his property. Seahawks and the Cardinals should be a tough game.
Both explosive teams. Yeah.
I would do it. I'm going to do it. I would do it. That's not even a question. Matthew Stafford against the Steelers. I don't think Matthew Stafford will put up high numbers. Steelers can be tricky. Steelers can throw things off. But I would definitely have to start. Bathurst is in the house. What's going on,
Michael?
And he doesn't say anything. What's going on with this dude?
Hey, buddy.
What's
We're
up?
just putting the channels in.
Okay. I got you.
So we have the far-reaching love of the universal beings in the world. Let's just take a moment and do the.
Mike, I got 30 minutes max. I'm gonna run through this.
30 minutes. So this is like a night with a couple ladies.
Like I said, Matthew Stafford go for the Cardinals. We're gonna do that. They are recommending Sam Howell over the Giants. We covered it earlier.
Oh yeah, that's an automatic. Being the Giants. Giants are nothing there. Jordan Love over Denver Broncos. I think that's a given too.
If you need a streamer, yeah. And they did.
Now I'm not sure about the sit 'em. Oh my God, are they serious?
Yes, they are. They're mad.
Yeah, these are all stardoms still. These are still stardoms.
No, I just got.
The sit 'em right now is going to be Jared Goff against. I wouldn't.
No way. He's one of the best.
No.
I thought you were talking about Jordan Love. Sorry, they've been.
I see what Rich was doing. He was trying to catch a hit. I'm trying to float through it. I got to get out of here in about 45 minutes, Mike. That's why I'm rushing. So sorry.
Now it's 45. I just gained 15. Woohoo!
I got to get out of here. I said I'm going to be done.
This might. I'm not sure. Kirk Cousins.
Let's see why. It's just not a golf is typically much better than last season. This year alone is average. Just like the Ravens have allowed the fewest fantasy points per game to quarterbacks. That's why they have given up the 5th fewest passing yards this season and 3rd fewest of teams that have played 6 games. Not all of you can get away with a sit here given the bye weeks, but if you're playing a matchup between golf and another quarterback, go with another one at Week 7. Depending on who's everybody's playing, I will give you that. But Jared Goff and the Lions will put up numbers. If the Ravens have a good secondary, and I think we just saw that a second ago, that's why they're saying this.
Right.
If they have a good secondary. So there you go. Sit Kirk Cousins against the 49ers. I can understand this.
He's projected for 16 points, though.
But it's not Kurt. It's not Kurt, though. That's the problem.
No, it's that 49ers defense that's the problem. That 49 defense will stop you.
They still got projection 16 points against it. That's pretty. That's pretty.
You will take that, yeah, but compared to other quarterbacks, that's not good. You see what I'm saying?
Do you know how many teams would love to have him?
Yeah.
His biggest problem is not him; it's his offensive line. Honestly,
Pretty much. I have to agree with that, Mike. I have to agree with that.
he is still ranked one of the better. Just numbers, just numbers. He's one of the better quarterbacks. The other thing is he's been smashed to you know what. Like he gets hit all the time, sacked, and there's no protection. He's gonna have to learn to release it in 1.2 seconds.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Gardner Minshew of the Colts against the Browns.
I'd probably sit him. He's got a low projection
touchdown and a loss, which may think
He's their only choice, though.
Okay, so he's had 3 picks and lost a fumble. That's why he's putting up yards, but he gets intercepted. And I know this about him. He gets intercepted.
But you guys know that Anthony Richardson is off for the year now.
That's who it was. Which, so my apologies. It was
shoulder surgery.
Yes, Anthony Richardson out for the season. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
You're welcome. I can be useful.
And it was Jonathan Taylor. That was my fault. So it was Anthony Richardson. I appreciate that. That's my era, y'all. That's my era.
He is one of my all-time favorite players. He's right up there with Tony D.
Cheapers creepers. They say sit Derek Carr against the Jaguars. Derek Carr's having issues. That's the problem with the Saints.
It's definitely after this last game. There's something going on there.
Yes.
Well, he's hurt. He's hurt.
I think it's a little bit more than him being hurt. I don't.
It's a young team, guys. Everybody on that team is super young. He's an older guy. Do you know how many quarterbacks that are older are complaining that there's a generational gap between the players and them?
Yeah, that's what's going on. We're picking up some of the older players, and these new guys aren't getting their props. That's what the issue is.
Yeah.
Now,
it's like playing with your son, right?
A little bit. The thing was going on with the Saints is they still got some of their older players up there. Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
They've been there. So,
but there's some teams, you look at Los Angeles, the Rams there, they've got a young team. They're gelling together. Kansas City defense, they're a bunch of young guys. They're being highlighted in an NFL network and stuff like that. There's something going. There's some positive things going on with them as far as But then again, like Mike said, this is the flip side of the coin where you got a young team and Carr's not gelling with them and stuff like that. There's definitely something going on.
Absolutely. Those are your recommendations.
So Tony, can we talk about something for 30 seconds?
No.
30 seconds.
I have to hurry up. Stop. I have to hurry up. Jesus, you play too much. Recommendations, week 7, 2020 season, of course, NFL.com. Go, Mike, go. Jesus.
Okay. I'm just more curious about you than this, because are you okay, my friend? Because that was the main reason it came up. Just to visit you. I'd love to reminisce about the football players here, but the number one, there's something wrong with your one eye. It seems to be a little bigger than the other. Or
I asked that question earlier, Mike, before you came up, and he's having a better day than the last several days. So that's a very
that's good.
And I'll be honest, I do have a busy day. I'm trying to get out of here soon, so I can get.
It's a productive, busy day, which is
able to make it to work tomorrow morning.
I'm just surprised you're getting furniture delivered on Sunday. Is like I guess Sunday's just a regular day now. I see the mail.
Is.
I worked it out for them.
You see the mail. You see UPS delivering. It's like Amazon is like, what the hell? Is this just a regular day? Don't you take Sundays off?
Sundays in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Like UPS or you're talking Amazon. I'll see them at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what? Like the world is gone. Do you remember back in the day when the stores were closed? At least they were in Canada on a Sunday. It was the holy day.
I still remember you couldn't buy beer until it was after 1 o'clock.
Oh,
12
on Sundays.
That's the blue law. Yeah, 12.
The blue law.
And Tony and I would go to the neighbors and go, hey, I got to come over and borrow some Scotch tape. Why are you in my fridge? Why are you taking my beer? Oh, I know. I don't know. But Tony, we care about you.
I appreciate it.
And I've been where you are. We've all been there where there's, I'll call it the valley. We've all been in the valley, brother.
Yep, ups and downs. Yep.
I've had my face right in the sand in the valley, in poison ivy in the valley. So But this is what I wanted. I wanted to just cheer you up a bit today.
I
But
appreciate it. No, and the only reason I'm trying to rush, I don't mean to be rude. I apologize, but I got to check out. And I'm trying to catch these stores right when they open. Plus, I still got to make 2 other store runs and then be home when they deliver, be there when they pack them. So this is going to be a
yeah,
good 6, 7 hours after this when I
yeah.
get moving. So nothing against
Now
you.
now later tonight when you chill and you've got that bottle of beer and we've got the plane in the background flying around, are you gonna finally just chill for a bit?
No,
Relax?
I
No.
got a busy week and then I got a busy week next week. So I
Yeah.
probably won't chill till Tuesday afternoon.
Well, you can private chat me anytime, and I know Rich would talk to you too, for a minimal fee. Right, Rich.
Where was I? This joker here.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, we're back. We're back.
Cup of
Tight ends.
Joe's in the house.
Cup of Joe, what's good, man? How you been?
Oh, Cup of Joe, I was sorry to hear about your mom. I really was.
I had him on a broadcast just before Tony's here. Also, he accommodated coming up on guest stars there, and I really appreciate that, Joe. It really means a lot, and
I hope
it's good
everything's
to.
going good with you, man.
No, he is. He's doing good. He's really doing good, and he's in small town USA in Ohio, and we condolences to your mom and stuff like your loss of your mom. But he's making a bounce back. He's taking one step at a time, and it was great seeing his smiling face up on the guest stars there earlier.
Gotcha.
You and your mom were so close too, and you had me laughing so hard so many times when you guys would be arguing in the background, and you wouldn't turn the microphone off. And Randy and I were on there, and there was one time they couldn't hear us, but we could hear them, and all they kept saying was, "How do you turn this on? Why can't we hear them?
Yeah,
You're doing it wrong." That was one of my favorite memories of you and your mom, buddy.
Tight end starts. Kyle Pitts.
Okay, we're back to the tight ends. Sorry.
tight
Okay,
ends.
no debate against this prediction. Mike, do you have a debate or Rich?
Let's see. Pitts against the Buccaneer. Oh, Pitts? No.
Mike?
I would start him.
Of course. That's all it is to it.
Yeah.
George Kittle against the Vikings. I got no debate. You have to start George Kittle. Any questions?
Oh yeah.
There's rumor that he is slightly hurt too, but I think everybody by the 6th or 7th week is hurt.
Of course. And Kittle gets
slightly.
Hurt. He's normal. Yeah, he did a full season. I think it was last season, but he normally is hurt during the season, so I understand that. Zach Ertz of the Cardinals against the Seahawks. I start him. Zach Ertz has been around for a minute. This is another one of those tight ends that's been around. He was with the Eagles.
Yeah, and he's going to probably be utilized because this game's going to be a shootout, I think, between the two teams.
Gotcha. Mike, what you got on this one?
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on this game.
No,
yeah,
I would not bet on this game. You may come out of your house with just a bucket on with suspenders.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's not. That is too risky for me.
Logan Thomas over the Giants. I don't know about this one. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about this one. He doesn't get up.
I would say yes.
Yeah, but he doesn't get
rehab. Isn't that? I'm a New York Jet fan too. It's a New York team, so I like the Jets. Their rehab.
Is rehab in the house?
Or is that Rehog? Captain.
Yeah, Holy Mother of God is Michael Bathurst.
Michael Bathurst.
That's rehab.
Yeah, that's
hello.
Rehab, appreciate you coming through. I don't know about Logan Thomas. He doesn't get any numbers to me, but they say get him. Maybe he'll sneak in the touchdown this game. If you need a streamer, Taysom Hill, not a question.
Mm-hmm.
Not a question. Juwan Johnson, not a question. We talked about Cade Otton earlier. We did speak on that. That's at the beginning of the broadcast. People who may have missed it. Tight ends that you should sit this week. Hunter Henry. I hate to say it, but I have to agree. It's the Patriots.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry is a decent tight end. I remember when he was with the Raiders. He's just not getting the ball enough. So he's probably a blocking tight end, which makes sense because they run a 2 tight end set from what I remember before. And against the Bills, I don't see him getting any numbers. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Just backing up, Rehab says Logan Thomas burned me last week, which means he'll go off this week. Yeah, that's usually the case, isn't it, Rehab? Henry Davis, no, sit him.
I would not sit him.
You wouldn't sit him, but Bills against the Bills defense. That's the only.
No, the Bills right now are, guess what? A bunch of drama queens fighting.
No, a couple of them. Don't.
They
don't,
are no.
don't
There's all kinds of turmoil in that.
I think the coach has got a handle on it, though. Compared to other teams.
I think he's a tyrant. To be honest with you,
the coach of the Buffalo Bills.
He's a tyrant.
He will give a stranger a ride from the airport when they're there.
He's as intense as you were when you were mad at Haps all the time.
No. They show some stories of that coach. Good one. Now, I agree with you. The Saints coach or the Broncos coach, okay, I can agree with you there, but I can tell you the Buffalo Bills coach, he's a good guy. If you see,
he may be a good guy, but I don't know if he's the best fit. And I've been saying this for weeks.
Yeah.
Josh Allen on any other team, literally any other team that's in the top 5, would be in the Super Bowl every year.
He was on another team and he didn't make it.
What's that?
He was drafted by another team and he didn't make it.
Yeah, well, he's a very different beast now.
I give you that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is hands down one of the best quarterbacks. I'd say he's top 3 all the time. The problem with him is his surroundings. He's very emotional.
Currently.
What's that?
Top 3 all time or top 3 currently?
Currently, not all time.
Okay, no. I thought you said all time. Okay.
Currently, yeah, I would agree with you. Currently, yeah.
Jalen Hurts is a GOAT right now. He's a GOAT right now. His numbers may be dwindling a little bit. Rehab, you might want to check on that.
Yeah.
His numbers are dwindling a little bit, and it's not looking as consistent. Right now, it's Patrick Mahomes to go right now.
Right. But moving on to the sit-ems.
Yeah. Good conversation. Njoku of the Browns against the Colts. I hate to say this because I think Njoku's a great tight end. When he first came in, he was looking great. Two seasons.
I have no idea about him.
Yeah, he's a good tight end. You want him on your roster. I've been keeping eyes on him as a watch list. If you do fantasy football, you can have a watch list. There's certain players you keep your eyes on, watch their progression.
Did you talk about this guy on Ted's broadcast last week?
I've talked about him for the past couple of seasons.
Okay.
He's a
Captain Rehab is not saying very nice things about him.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that.
Because Rehab loves the Eagles, and that's all it is to
Okay. There's the real
I'm going to fly like an
eagle.
Sit him, let's see. We got Buffalo Bills sit against New England.
And Dawson Knox against the Patriots.
Dalton's no.
Now, here's my thing. Dawson
he's Knox, golden boy.
He's on my watch list, too, as a tight end. I don't know what's
he's
going
crazy talented.
Yes,
but again, because of the drama within that team.
And you said that.
I've been saying that since the beginning. Listen, it's my favorite team.
I know.
It is my favorite team. I do not share the opinion in this case about the coach. I think if they don't get into the final this year, it's time to move on.
The Bills, I have to agree with you, but
it's time to move on, and or Josh has to move on.
Well, here's the thing: the Bills are still one of the top 10s in the AFC as of right now. They are a standard Super Bowl and no Super Bowl. You got to get past them. And
can we do a show in the future, all us 3 or a couple more, just about how insane the pay is now for QBs and how it's affecting the teams where there isn't enough money to go around with the salary caps?
We'll get there. Sit Noah Fant of the Seattle Seahawks against the Cardinals. I don't know why. Top 8 fantasy points 2 straight games. Probably last week's dud. And the game he caught 1 pass for 9 yards. Still yet to reach double digits. He's not getting their numbers. Cardinals also been very stingy against tight ends. There you go. They're stingy against tight ends. So it's the Cardinals defense against tight ends, which would detriment Noah Fant of the Seattle Seahawks this week. Ladies and gentlemen, tight end recommendations, week 7, 2023 season, of course, NFL.com.
Almost everything you say, he has a direct opposite comment to what you're saying. Look at him.
He is a star. Good
old Captain Rehab. He hasn't changed.
Jesus creepers. I don't know, Rehab. Like I said, something about them blocking that short pass, which the Cardinals, I think they got a decent front. I really do.
We should get him on the show in the future when we have more time.
Rehab has had an invite to be on this broadcast since last season. His ass hasn't made it. He made a couple of them. I'll take that back. He's made a couple of them because
Yes.
when we first started the season, he was there. Him and Nancy and Pace were there.
So when you get angry with another individual, do you always bring in their buttocks?
Defenses, week 7, 2020,
Okay,
NFL.com. This motherfucker. Let me keep it going. Start the Commanders defense against the Giants. I got no debate against that. I've got no.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, start him. Start
the Cardinals defense against the Colts. Based on last week, of course, you have to. Based on last week.
That game is going to be a fun game to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just a couple of decent ones that's going to come up. And
the Cleveland, they made it through last week. It was a great game, great win for the Cleveland Browns. So this, like Mike said, this is going to be a good game to watch here.
As long as they're not too beat up. Sometimes when you have those magical games, you gave everything.
Yes.
And you're limping and you're barely moving the next week. Well, I think that's most players anyways, but unless you're a wide receiver.
Jeepers creepers. Start the Raiders defense against the Bears. Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would too. Las Vegas, they're up there. They're doing good.
I say that because I don't have much faith against the Bears offense, even though they proved me wrong on the past couple of weeks. But this makes sense.
Yeah.
This makes total sense to me. What you think, Mike?
So what when I was a kid, I loved the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's going to be a very different game now without Justin Fields. That he was kind of a chance. So maybe this is what they need. Maybe they need to stir it up. I don't know.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I wouldn't bet on that game either.
We've got a question here from Bubba Head.
Let's see what we got.
I've got the following wide receivers, and they said, "You really think should?"
Bubba Head, Nuke, what's going on? How you doing? Hell no, I wouldn't sit Waddle with that group. So you got those receivers: Waddle, Brown, Ayuk, and Cooper. I would start Waddle and Ayuk. I would.
I wouldn't. I would be Waddle.
I would start Waddle and I would start Ayuk.
Oh, okay. So no AJ Brown.
With that list, no.
AJ Brown though has been whining so much to the point that they're making accusations. Part of the reason they're having problems is they're accommodating him.
Waddle's gonna get shut down by the Eagles. I don't know, bro. Rehab, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's going to be an interesting game as far as that goes. That's the one game.
Waddle is just as deadly as Devontae.
Yes.
I think the Philly is out for blood, guys. It will be so physical. Now, if they can't catch them, good luck hitting them.
Of course. Bubblehead Nuke, I appreciate you coming through, man. You play Marquise Brown or AJ. Now, I got you. But I would do Waddle and Ayuk. I would start them with that list you showed me. I appreciate you coming through. The Bucks. Start the Bucks defense against the Falcons. I got no debate against that.
Yeah.
I got no debate against that at all. Similar records. There's only one game difference. I think that's from a bye week. I get that. I may be wrong, but
who'd you guys pick in this game?
I think I picked the Bucks. I think I picked.
So did I did too. Let me check the listing here. I get the listing right here. The Bucks.
He's like Santa Claus. Who's going to find out who's naughty or nice? He's going to check the list. There he is.
Let's see. For Atlanta, you got Ted, Tim, and Brian, and then for Tampa Bay, myself, Tony, and Michael.
Yeah.
Do you know what the problem with this arrangement here is? There is not high-scoring teams here.
We got tough matchups on a couple teams.
Mm-hmm.
This game right here, this will be an over 35 game.
See, I don't think so at all. I think it'll be like 20-24, whoever wins.
Well, that's 44. That's 44, so that's over 35 as a combination. The over-under is going to be a combination.
Oh, you're saying I thought you were saying on one side for a win. No, sorry, I misunderstood.
As a total, it will be over 35.
Oh, I know. I think it'll be more than that.
And I kind of say that based on the Bucks offense. Atlanta offense can do it, but this easy 20.4 teams. Easy.
Have you noticed though with these mid-tier teams though, the defense is exhausted in the last 5 minutes. They're done.
That's a lot of teams.
They're
By the
done.
third quarter, they're tired. Yeah, they got to switch everybody up. Sit them. Sit the Eagles' defense against the Dolphins. I wish the hell I would.
Yeah, but look at the second one. It sort of cancels it out. The same thing. Sit to Miami. Well, what are you going to start? One or the other, as far as if that's the only defense you got. I'd probably pick the Philly defense over the Miami defense. But
the Jets defense was before Jalen Hurts took turnover, a lot of shutdowns with Dolphins defense.
Oh, Philly for sure. Fireman Rich, absolutely. Miami, actually, that's probably one of their weakest elements to their team is their defensive line, especially the O.
So based on what you just said, both teams have decent secondary. That's why they recommend them both.
Oh, that's a good point. Good point. Both, yeah.
So
based on the secondary.
Even the Jets can.
Is someone building a shed in the background?
No, it's the missus. She's I think she's baking something.
He's not an idiot, Rehab. You got to read the narrative as to the reason, and I can get it. We just had to see how the game goes. So right now, it's the Eagles and the Dolphins. They want you to sit both defenses. I'm not going to lie to you all. I would keep both defenses, or either one if I had them, mainly because there will be passes in these games. Somebody's getting intercepted. These quarterbacks are going to get intercepted this game. I'm telling y'all now. Watch it, mark it. There will be an interception on both sides. Both, not one, both will have an interception.
I think it's more. I think it's good. I think it's going to be more fun fumble time.
No, I don't see fumbles. I see.
I honestly see them being able to get to Jalen. Sorry.
Gotcha. Sit the Eagles. Sit the Patriots defense against the Bills. No question.
Yeah.
No question. The Patriots are in shambles. Stop it.
They are. They're the worst team. They're not even. And a lot of people don't realize they're looking at other teams like the Saints and the Giants and stuff. But this is the worst team of the whole NFL, I think, right now.
The Saints actually have a good defense. They just have problems. How many times do we watch games now where the receivers are dropping the ball 15 times in like 3 games?
Yeah, just watch the Giants.
That happens. They're going to drop the ball. Sit the Falcons defense against the Bucks. Yeah.
Honestly, Tony, the pass that was at the end of the game with the Saints, you could have caught it.
I can still catch passes.
No, I'm serious. You could have caught it, and Fireman Rich could have caught it with like a Pirates patch on one eye. It was in his hands.
Oh,
it did.
He was devastated after.
Yeah, that was Foster Moreau. Yeah, it hurt him because he's been on the team for a minute. He was devastated. He should have caught that pass. I don't know what happened.
Nerves.
Defense are going to feast at home. Divisional matches are always close. They are Rehab. I agree. The Patriots are in shambles. I don't know what the hell's going on with them.
Butterfingers, yeah, exactly.
I don't know what the hell's going on with them. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your defensive recommendations for Week 7, 2022 season, of course, NFL.
You know, the other thing we could do is do the second half of this show later.
Mike just wants to play, but that's okay.
We could do this show next week and then give them all our predictions after we know the outcome.
If I
we could do that. Hey, I did great.
I get situated, I might be up here.
Okay, Cup of Joe, we know you're there. Thank you. That's fine. We appreciate it.
I got to go ahead.
Cup of Joe, sending you love, brother.
Yep.
I got to get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, I did skip the kickers. By now, you want your kickers to run with your defenses.
Who's that guy?
So the defensive recommendations. Everybody check your rosters. I do have a busy afternoon, so I apologize. Seeing rushed. Yeah, man, I still got stuff to do. Shoot. Rich, to see you. We'll see you with the cars. I appreciate it. Mike, I'm glad you was able to pop up.
I wanted to see you, to be honest. That's what it was about.
He was on this morning. He was awake. I saw your broadcast was up early while I was sitting here trying to get situated back here. I said,
Captain Rehab, just deal with it. I got 5 cats in the house, okay? So that's nothing new.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Everybody check your rosters, check your games. If I'm able to come on later on, I will. Once I get settled and situated, I appreciate everybody who's been coming through. Rehab, Cup of Joe, Bubblehead Newt, thank you for swinging through, man. I know.
Tony, have you ever noticed, though, that with these situations, when you are in a hurry, everybody else is not? And when you have all the time in the world, you have 3 comments. Nathan, but when you need to go, there's 33 comments.
Oh, that's just like when I broadcast, Mike. Everybody, I've been broadcasting for an hour and a half, and everybody comes in the end. Ted comes in the end. And so, yeah,
that was Tony and I all the time going, I guess we could do another hour.
Oh, Tony, tell him about Glick's broadcast last night.
8 hours.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
There's a lot of content in 8 hours.
He said 33 comments. Let's go. Rehab is a mess.
Do you know what 33 is?
What is
the Sonic number?
Oh, is it?
So the age Jesus
I thought 34 was, not 33.
33.
From what I remember.
Yeah, so some of the magic numbers are 33, 66, and 99. Or 369. And you can unlock Tony D's mind today. Oh, yeah. So, are we going to do gratitude before we go? Or am I hijacking this?
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm grateful that we have these friendships, that Lady is here. Helen, thank you for being here. We would love to have you as a guest. And you would probably know just as much about football as we do. So that would be great.
She doesn't know sports. She's just trying to help, and I appreciate her. Thank you, Helen.
Come and knock on my door.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I will catch you all later. Y'all should see me later on this afternoon. Once I get everything done, I just want to get it knocked out and make sure I don't miss any opportunities. So,
Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now.
See you all later on. Helen, behave. So, Rich, thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Fireman Rich, Morning Coffee on Twitch, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 5:30, 6 a.m.-ish. Check him out during the week. Bathurst broadcast like me all over the place. Whenever he has a chance and the opportunity, he just pops up. He does his thing. Leaving notifications on you. Catch him just like you catch me. Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you all for being here. Honestly.
We are grateful for you and all you do. Thank you.
Gratitude, family, friends, and opportunity. As always, Rich, do your gratitude, please.
Grateful for this broadcast as far as allowing me up, Tony. It's always appreciated, along with Michael being on his broadcast. The two top guys that I really appreciate and look forward to seeing. Grateful for the missus doing the baking. I'm curious on what she's making, but we'll check that out after.
You're going to eat it. You're going to eat
it. It's something. So, when she's, but just grateful having a great Sunday. It's football, and I hope everybody enjoys the games today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Check your games, check your rosters. Hopefully we'll be back later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all appreciate everybody for being here, and I will catch you all next time.